angry pickles, more event quests, and lots of balance changes. Welcome to the Breakdown. What's up guys, it's Project, and Capcom just had their stream, finally giving us an in-depth look on Deviljho, the most sour pickle in all of the new world. He'll be our first free DLC monster added since the game launched, and boy does he look ferocious. But more importantly, he's freaking huge! For those new to Monster Hunter, he was basically the Basil Geese of past games, and is one of the few monsters that possesses the dragon element, via a black and red breath attack. Dragon Blight inflicted on you will notify your elemental damage, so if you thought raw was too good already, well here's another reason to go raw. Unsure if it'll have any additional effects, as the only monsters to inflict dragon element commonly was Xeno'jiiva, but just keep in mind that when facing Joe, bring null berries or level 3 blight resistance to nullify the status element. He also showed off his armor sets, which are similar in design to past games. He'll have a lot of weapon types to make by the looks of things, like longsword, insect glaive, light bowgun, etc. His greatsword is negative affinity, but can reach white sharpness, which may very well be the top greatsword if it's anything like Diablo's weapons. Deviljho will be added on March 22nd and invade frequently, similar to Basil Geese in high rank, so prepare your dung, cause pickles and candy corns at the same time is ill-advised. Alongside his release is a huge update we'll talk about now. In that update, no longer will players be able to trip you during the last 60 seconds after killing the final quest monster when carving. So goodbye trolls, and hello sweet carbs. Very nice change, and shows that they have been paying attention to some complaints. Speaking of which, remember the Gathering Hub? No? Well, me neither, but apparently you can now go to it after beating a quest instead of just camp in HQ. Still doesn't solve the problem of everything being spaced out too far apart, like the canteen and workshop and investigation people being 100 feet apart and completely absent from the Gathering Hub, but it's a nice change I suppose. Maybe that would entice people to stay in a team instead of disbanding constantly. Load times are supposedly going to be faster, which thank God they were so slow at times. In the future, you'll finally be able to change your character's appearance, but you'll have to pay for it. We'll be giving one free appearance change ticket to you on the 16th, so you basically get one chance to change the appearance of your character for free. Afterwards, or for other characters in the same account, you'll have to buy tickets with real money. It's unfortunate that you have to pay, but considering it's cosmetic, it's not a big deal. You can swap genders through this, but you cannot change your name nor your palette color. But perhaps the juiciest thing about the update is balance changes. Of course, when you hear that, your heart kinda sinks, fearing the nerfs, but from the looks of things, it seems to be buffs for a ton of weapons, except bowguns, probably since they got balanced a while back. If you're wondering, Charge Blade is getting nerfed in some ways, but buffed in others. Impact File and AoE seem to be getting adjusted to be less effective, but Elemental Files will be getting a buff supposedly, so maybe now people will use something other than Diablos or Nurg's Charge Blade. Then again, maybe not. As mentioned, everything else seems to be getting buffs. Greatsword level 1 and level 2 charges buffed, Insect Glaive buffed, etc, etc, and they're even adding some new neat perks, like Lance gaining a flinch-free-like effect after a successful counter guard, or Switch Axe getting earplugs level 4 when your sword is amped and you latched onto a monster. But yeah, lots of changes. No point going in depth with them now until we can experience the actual changes when the patch drops, but feel free to pause the video to read each of them. But really neat stuff and should encourage experimenting once again, though I'm unsure if everything really needed buffs considering the game's pretty easy once you get the right gear. Nevertheless, really cool. But yeah, those are the biggest news bits coming from the update. Devil May Cry collaboration was announced earlier a few days ago. It will be an armor like Alloy's layered armor skin with its own skills. Unlike Alloy's, however, you'll be able to mix and match armor pieces you want to wear. You don't need to wear the full set. They sure are making this whole skin thing confusing and complicated, but Dante's weapon will be a Charge Blade. Of course, they announced stuff for the future beyond that as well. In April, from the 6th to the 19th, they plan to have a special seasonal redesign of the Gathering Hall. Seems like a standard thing you see in MMOs where they add a special theme for an area people go to. However, there's some bonuses during this period, like all event quests being available to everyone, and even special meal bonuses. There'll also be an event quest for a special greatsword at the same time, one that was fan created and won the chance to be designed and put into the game, so pretty cool. On April 13th, we can finally get the Mega Man collab skin for our Palicos via an event quest, which will also change the background song for certain weapons like the greatsword or hammer. I'm really excited for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Apparently, we're getting another update sometime in April as well, but what do you guys think? Are you excited for Deviljho? How about the balance changes or event quest? Sound off in the comments which one you're most excited for. If the old leak list remains true, then that means Orochi Kirin, Lunastra, and/or Elatrion are the next free monsters we'll see. If they plan to stick to that old list, guess we'll have to wait to find out. But I am glad I held off on some weapon guides, so once these changes pass, I'll finish those up for Lance and Insect Glaive and stuff like that. And once Joe's weapons are released, I'll also be working on the best weapons for each weapon type video, so look forward to that. Until then, if you found the video informative, give it a like, and subscribe for more Manhunt epicness.